We've come a long way in a short amount of time. We've gone from this to this. Well, g'day guys, welcome back, part 2 of the mini truck camper build. So today we're heading to Bunnings and we're just going to have a look at how much the plywood's going to cost and what sizes they have available for thickness. We'll also grab some wood putty so that I can start filling in some holes, and then we'll probably chuck a drop sheet down on the ground and we'll start waterproofing the wood. It's all happening today. So it's a little bit dismal on the wood selection, but this one here is a 7mm. So that's what I was thinking for the exterior. So a little bit less than a centimetre. That's 3mm. Now that's what I was considering for the internal. However, that is just way too small. So yeah, minimum 7mm internal. So I don't know where the hell the rest of them are. Alright, so now I have the arduous process of applying the wood filler. So this is a putty, and I need to go through and putty every single hole or screw hole in this whole thing. So this is going to take hours and hours. So that's going to be my day. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I've done all the top part and a couple of the sides. So right now I'm just going through and just trying to fill all the seams, especially on the corners. Any chance that water can get through, I'm just trying to block it. So it's a long, tedious process, but yeah, it's got to get done. Another few hours at this. All right, let's get at it. Okay, so I've sealed all the holes that I can see now. So now I need to tip it on its edge and just make sure I get all the ones underneath. So far it's all going well, and I found the best way to apply it has been my finger. Well, it looks like we've got our final section just along the bottom here, and that's the entire thing done. So I'm just paying particular attention to the bottom because the plan is to ply the bottom of it, and any moisture is just going to run up the bottom of the bed of the truck. At least it won't be able to get in. Well, alright guys, happy Easter. So today's main focus is just going to go through, sand all these patch marks, and then just get the planer and just hit some of these outside parts that are extruding past the frame. And then just start trimming up some of the edges because some of the pieces of timber were a little bit warped. Plane it and sand it again. Alright. It's starting to get really dark, starting to spit a little bit. However, I've gone through, I sanded everything I can. I filled all the holes that I've found after the fact. And there's not really much more I can do. So this may be it for today. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like the rain's going to hold off. So I've decided I might start applying waterproofing membrane. So what we have is the Dunlop Express waterproofing membrane. So I'm going to apply it to one side just to test it out, see how it goes. Today I'm going to roll it on and I'll cover one side. This may take a little while. You're bloody kidding. So not even 2 minutes in and it's starting to rain. So I need to quickly pack all this up, bring it inside and start again in there. All right, well, it's 7:30. I've been going for about 7-ish hours now. We now have a blue house. So everything now is waterproofed. I do need to do the sides and underneath, so I'll just do that tomorrow. That took a long time. We'll pick back up in the morning. See you this morning. Okay, so it was a real late one last night. So today we're back, the sun's out. 28 degrees today, so we're going to finish off all the waterproofing underneath and the little bits that we missed on the sides. So that's my focus for the day. All right, all the painting is done, so it looks pretty good now. So a marketplace opportunity has presented itself, and there is a RV hatch, what I was looking for this section in here, and it's just popped up. So I'm going to head over to his place and go check it out. Hopefully it fits. Woo! Okay, so I just left that fella's place. Man, he was excellent. Done up a van and it looks amazing. So it was so good and he had so much knowledge to pass on to me. So I really appreciated that. He gave me a few little sample building material that I should use. That's going to shape the way that this project turns out. So looking forward to that. Marketplace can be so good sometimes. This hatch, brand new. Look at that. That's going to be perfect. So what I'm thinking is something along the lines of about there. I'll need to do some more framing, but I think right there looks like a really good place. Okay guys, well that's going to close off today. So we didn't get a huge amount done today. However, we did get all the waterproofing done, so the camp is fully painted. We did buy the hatch, met a nice old fella. I also got some dolly wheels, so this now can be moved nice and easily. So yeah, all right, we'll pick up tomorrow. Well, good morning. I'm on my way now to go pick up some plywood that I ordered last week. So I've ordered 11 sheets of 7mm and 2 sheets of 17mm. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone through, picked up all my wood. Something that I like about this wood is it is coated already. So that's already good for the exterior. Okay, so I've got it out here on the driveway and we're going to go grab a sheet of ply and we're going to sheet it and then just clamp it in place just so I get a visual of what it's going to look like. So I've temporarily put the roof and the side on, a visual representation of what it's going to look like. Pretty happy with how it looks so far. Okay, well, it's been raining for the last few hours and we have a small break in the clouds. So I was planning to sheet another side of the camper this afternoon. However, it's too wet to pull the camper out here onto the driveway. We'll see what we can do this afternoon. Otherwise, we may just pick up tomorrow. So while the weather's crappy, we're just going to start framing out the section for the hatch. Okay, so the hatch is all framed out, so it fits in nice and snug now. So what I need to do is pull off this frame here, putty, and then waterproof it. And that'll probably close off tonight. Okay, so this is the framed hatch section. So I've gone through and I've puttied all the holes that need to be filled. And then I'm just gonna let this dry overnight. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'll paint it in that waterproofing membrane. All right, well that's gonna close off today. See you tomorrow. All right, that's done. The hatch section is framed out, put into position, waterproofed, and it looks great. So that's going to close off part 2 of the mini truck camper build. We've come a long way in a short amount of time. We've gone from this to this. So in the next part, we're going to focus on cutting out and putting on the walls. So if you're not already, please consider subscribing and leave a nice comment down below. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next part. Bye.